Alright guys, welcome to the first Friday of this web stuff I'm doing. This is the first dialogue reading I've been doing. What I mean by dialogue reading is on Sundays and Fridays what I'm gonna do is gonna, in essence, act out what I've written so far. Today's not gonna be very long because I'm just gonna try to get the hang of and show how this is gonna work. So it's only going to be the first couple scenes, and yeah, this is in my opinion, I guess, subjectively, this is probably the more entertaining side of what I'm going to be doing. The lyrical stuff that I'm going to be doing on either Monday or Wednesday is, I guess, is fun, but it's more fun for me than it would be for someone that may be watching this, because I'll have fun dissecting a song, but someone else will be like, really? But yeah, no, this is probably a little bit funner just because, like I said, I'll act a little bit, and obviously I'm not a great, I've never taken an acting class. I'm obviously, you can see, pretty shy, pretty anxious. Hopefully that'll subdue, and I'll be able to be more comfortable with myself pretty soon. But until then, yeah. So on the dialogue side, this is unlike the music side, which I'll get to tomorrow, and will always be on Monday and Wednesday after that. This is definitely in episode order, so it is gonna start from the first year, the first season, the first episode. It's going to start with Jim today, and I'll finish up on Sunday, I guess. But it'll usually just me be, like I said, it'll just usually be me acting out some of the parts. Obviously I have a voice in mind for everybody, and I'll be acting everything except for probably the girls, because I'll do my best, but it's not going to be very good because obviously I don't have a very high voice. But I do have to set some stuff up, so obviously it's not going to be strictly dialogue, that's it. But yeah, without further ado, and with time ticking, the first episode starts obviously with Jim and a big muscular guy behind him, with a lot of his luggage, walking into the still unnamed campus, the still unnamed university. I will definitely get on that pretty soon. Him making his way through. It's a very open university, obviously, in the sense of there's a lot of stuff to walk through. So you see them two walking around. You see a bunch of people whispering behind Jim's back. Jim just shrugging it off, sorry. And eventually making his way to the hall to the dorm area where he's going to be living for pretty much the duration of this, definitely for the duration of this year. And I guess it really starts off with him knocking on the door of the dorm room just to see if his roommate's there yet, and he waits for a few seconds after he knocks, and he's about to because he does have a key obviously himself, so he's about to take it out until the door opens, and it starts with this. So Jim sees Nick, who he doesn't know yet, obviously, and he goes up and he's like, "Hey, you must be Raquel's boyfriend, huh? Yeah, Nick. What's your last name again?" Nick. Going, "Nice to meet you. My name's Nick Matriano. That's how you say my last name. I guess it's a little harder than you might think, but whatever. It's like, I'm at your service. Then you must be Mr. Hollywood." Jim goes let's just stick with Jim Pierce. That's fine. And then Nick goes, Well, Jim Pierce, it's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. Sorry, I'm gonna be bumbling through a lot of this stuff first. Obviously, they shake hands. Well, come on in. This room's just as much yours as it is mine. You know, uh, who's the muscle? He sees Jim's friend behind him. And Jim goes, "Oh shoot, sorry, this is Pete. Pete's my, well, I guess he was my driver. Pete, Jim, Pete, Nick, Pete." It's like, Peter's this big guy, and he's like, "Will that be all, sir?" Jim, I don't even think he has an English accent. But Jim goes, "Yeah, you know, give my regards to my dad if you guys see him on the way back." "Will do, sir. Good luck." Peter's a very throwaway character. He's just, you might see him like one more time, but he's not a very important part of the cast. Goes back to Nick. "Your own driver, huh? Maybe I really should just call you Mr. Hollywood." And then they finally walk in. Oh, sorry. Peter puts down Jim's luggage. They walk into the room. Yeah, it's not a very big room. It's probably not as big. It's probably slightly bigger than my room. My room's not a very big room. I'll show you later. But Jim looks around and he sees someone else on Nick's bed, and it's someone he knows. So he goes over to her and he hugs her. It's Raquel. And he goes, "Were you sitting here this whole time? I didn't even know you'd be here." Raquel goes, "Yeah, but I can't be here that long. I have a band camp in a couple days, so I have to leave tonight." "What do you mean? How long have you guys been here?" "About 2 days." Nick chimes in. "Alright, cool. I got all this stuff to pack, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna start unpacking." So Jim starts to unpack his luggage, and Nick and Raquel are at Nick's bed talking, and Jim begins to think to himself, and he thinks out loud, and this is his monologue, and he goes, "James Setzer Pierce. Not a lot of people know my full name. They probably really just know me as Jimmy, son of the former Mouseketeer and media darling Daniel Pierce. Probably Jimmy Pierce, formerly of the formerly of the boy band 281, one of the greatest boy bands in existence. But I mean, it don't matter really what you remember me as. All I really am now is a washout. I mean, here I am, 21-year-old kid whose dreams were realized way too early in life, freaking crashed and burned. Now here I am, just another know-it-all in just another no one from college." And so I'm going to have to do part 2. It won't be very long, I promise. But that's a little bit of how this is going to work. And I'll see you soon.